Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, friends. Welcome back to Football Gupshup. And today is a special transmission. We have the Champions League draw, and the draw will be taking place in Istanbul, where the final will be taking place. So, right now, if you guys can please subscribe to the channel, and we're gonna have this poll right now, in which we're gonna ask you who do you think is going to win the Champions League. So that's what we're going to do. So right now, I'm gonna put a
Have
poll
you
over
heard the
here, and
news?
we're gonna see
Facebook just
what you guys have to say. So if you can bear a sec with me, let me get the poll up and running for you. Who will win the Champions League 22-23? And I'm gonna do this poll for 8 teams, and we're gonna see what you guys decide in regards to that. And I'm just putting the team names right now. So there you go. The poll is up and running. If you guys can please give your votes in the poll. There's a poll right now up in the chat box over there. And right now we are just a few moments away before the transmission start for the Champions League. We're just 8 minutes away, and in the meantime, if you guys can please give in your votes for this question right now. And the question is, who will win the Champions League 22-23? Is it going to be City? Is it going to be Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, or PSG? If you guys can please give in your votes, and if you can please press the like button as well, and as well as you can subscribe to the channel as well with Football Gupshup. So let me get you some important facts regarding Champions League. We're going to try to find out what you guys think. So as you guys know, you can see that we have four pots, and the pot one has these teams. I'm just going to be putting these teams on the chat as well, so that you guys can have an idea that who is playing who. So in pot one, we have the likes of Real Madrid, Eintracht Frankfurt, Manchester City, AC Milan, Bayern Munich, PSG, Porto, and Ajax. Real Madrid were the champions of last year's Champions League, whereas Frankfurt won the Europa League, and Manchester City, as well as AC Milan, Bayern Munich, PSG, Porto, and Ajax are the winners of their respective leagues. So all of them are in pot one. We are going to go towards pot two. Liverpool, Chelsea, Barcelona, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, Leipzig, and Tottenham. Uh, we do know that Liverpool would want to do better because they lost to Real Madrid last season and they lost the final. It was seen that they were, you could say, they were the favorites, but unfortunately they weren't able to win. And for that reason, I think they will be once again in the fold. Whereas Chelsea, they did win with Thomas Tuchel. I think he's trying to rebuild the side. I think there will be. It depends on if they come towards quarterfinal, and then after quarterfinal, you never know. Whereas Barcelona, they're playing good under Xavi. I think they will have to do better. They are getting some good players. Lewandowski will be playing for Barcelona, so let's see. And whereas Juventus, they will be also favorites, I think, because There is pressure on Allegri to perform good for Juventus. Let's see what they will do. But I think if they come towards the quarterfinal, then you never know if they can sit deep, they can get a goal. Atletico Madrid, I don't think so. They will have a good chance because I do not think so. They have anybody in front. Sevilla, I don't think so as well. Leipzig, the team which could surprise could be Tottenham. Remember Conte, he hasn't done good in Champions League, but this time around they have got a good squad. So you never know. They can build this team up and maybe try to get towards the likes of. I think Tottenham will have a good chance if they can come towards the quarterfinal. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna see the pot three, and I think the deeper down if we go, it's gonna be quite difficult for these teams to win the Champions League. Borussia Dortmund, Salzburg, Shakhtar Donetsk, Inter Milan, Napoli, Benfica, Sporting Lisbon, Bayer Leverkusen. I think these teams they could try their best to come into the quarterfinals. They can upset one of the bigger teams. They have those kind of players in those teams such as Borussia Dortmund. Then you got the likes of Inter Milan. Remember Lukaku, Lautaro Martinez. They're playing for Inter Milan. Then you got the likes of by Leverkusen as well. They could surprise as well. So let's see. Benfica are also good. So you never know. Pot three could be one of those teams which could try to upset one of the bigger clubs. And right now you can see European Club Association Board were meeting in Istanbul. So right now we're going to come with pot four teams, and that will be the last of it. Rangers, Marseille, Copenhagen, Club Brugge, Celtic, Victoria Pleasant, Maccabi Haifa, Dynamo Zagreb. Now the key over here is there are six British clubs in this Champions League. You can see Edwin van der Sar, Oliver Kahn speaking to each other, Bayern Munich and Ajax CEOs. And hello Dinba, thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully you're fine. And today's Champions League draw. Hopefully we'll get to see who is drawn up against who, and what you guys' favorite is. Who do you think is going to win? Please do give in your votes, and we will try to find out what you guys think in regards to that. If you think there is any team outside in these four teams, you can mention their name in the chat box and let us know what you guys think. So, guys, if you can please subscribe to the channel and please do keep on giving your votes. Uh, the draw will start in few minutes time. So let's see who is drawn up against who. So right now you can see the guys, the pots, and we're gonna be putting those groups, and in which we'll get to find out what is gonna be Group A, Group B, Group C. I'm just gonna add the labels for the groups so that you guys can know which is drawn in which club, which team is drawn in which club, so that it could be easier for you guys. Right now, I think the transmission is about to start. They're gonna go live onto the stage. I think so. They're just doing this UEFA Champions League intro. Let's see what happens right now. Maybe they'll go towards the stage. They are here. They are live on stage. You can see them getting ready. So let's see who is going to come out as a guest who will make those draws. So we are back in Istanbul. The final is going to be in Istanbul, the same place where Liverpool played against AC Milan and won those. They won that famous Champions League final. So we'll see Real Madrid and Liverpool in the same group. Imagine that. Imagine that. That'll be quite fun. Liverpool and Real Madrid in the same group. That's going to be quite excellent. I think imagine the group of death. Guys, if you can make up your group of death and present it over here, you can collect 4 teams and make a group of death. I'll make mine as well. I'm just trying to label these groups at this moment so that it will be easier for you guys to know. They are showing all of the teams which have qualified for Champions League. Yesterday it was Rangers who won against PSV Eindhoven and they are into the main tournament. So we will find out what is going to be like in terms of what's going to happen. So guys, please do subscribe to the channel, press that like button as well. If you guys can please give in your votes, who do you think is going to win the Champions League, as well as you can give in your suggestion, a group of death. If you can make one of your own group of death, it'll be really good. It'll be quite interesting what you guys have to say about it. So you can do that as well. Just 3 more groups remaining, and we will be done. They're still showing that reel of those teams who have qualified for Champions League. They are showing some clips from the last season. So we're just gonna wait and see which guest will come out and take out those balls and select those teams. We're gonna see that one right now. So right now It's Real Madrid who have got plenty of votes. Manchester City are in the second position, whereas Bayern Munich in third, PSG in the fourth position. So that's looking quite tight between Real Madrid and City. Uh, I think City, as they've got Erling Haaland. Let's see what will happen going further. Uh, we do know that they will be on their best in terms of, they don't have any excuse this time around in terms of saying that, maybe that they're not ready. They didn't have Aguero last season, and maybe that might be the reason. But I think this time around they won't have any kind of excuse. So let's see. So guys, there you go. All eight groups, and we will see which team will be drawn, and we will find it about right now. They are still making those introductions, and there is somebody coming on the stage. Who is this? Is this the UEFA president? It seems it's the UEFA president. So there you go. It's Sefrin, the UEFA president, on stage. Perhaps he will say some words. So let's see what you guys think of Group of Death. I think, how about this, guys? Real Madrid. No, or how about this one? City, PSG. And how about Marseille? Right. How about this for Group of Death, guys? What do you make of this? How about this Group of Death? Do you think Bayern Munich, Tottenham, Inter Milan, and Marseille would make a good Group of Death? What do you guys think? Right now, they're making some introductions. I think it's Isachi, who was the famous coach of AC Milan back in 80s and 90s. And you can see they're showing the clips. Yes, that's a good Group of Death. Bayern Munich, Tottenham, Inter Milan, and Marseille. Imagine that. Uh, yeah, exactly. I think that one is going to be a very, very good Group of Death. Imagine, uh, the likes of Bayern Munich. Uh, I think, any team could be very good. Bayern Munich. You think Mahan Kavya thinks PSG will win to Spurs? Yes, that's true. That's true. But Inter Milan and Marseille, they could surprise. That's why I said that it's a good combination of group of death. You think that PSG will win? I think that PSG Yes, exactly. That's what I think. It is very close, third and fourth. I even think that Tottenham can come first. You never know. The way their squad is building up. I think they're really building a good side. So let's see. So right now we can see that 18 votes have been given Real Madrid with 44%, 28% in favor of City, Bayern Munich with 11%. So Bayern Munich have fallen off to the fourth position, PSG in number third position. So what do I think about PSG? Can PSG win? I think PSG. I think PSG. I think they will come to the stage of quarterfinals. Can they make it to the semi-final? I think they can make it to the semi-final. Uh, okay, let's get our quarterfinalist. Let's get our quarterfinalist. Our quarterfinalist. Let's get them first. Quarterfinalist prediction. Okay, quarterfinalist prediction. Okay, so who do we think is going to come to the quarterfinal? Uh, Manchester City, uh, PSG, Liverpool. PSG always flops. That is true. So let's get our quarterfinalists and then we'll get our semi-finalists. Uh, uh, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a close one. How about Bayern Munich, Tottenham? So one, two, three, four, five. Liverpool, Manchester City, PSG, Real Madrid, Tottenham, Liverpool, Real Madrid, and the last position, right? The last position I have with me. Uh, it's gonna be a hard one. It's gonna be a hard one. I'm just gonna pick somebody out of the favorite. I'm not gonna pick somebody who will be the favorite. I'm gonna pick somebody who will be outside the box. And how about how about Russia Dortmund? No, I don't think so. They will because they're not doing good in Bundesliga. Maybe, and this is a World Cup year. Remember, guys, this is a World Cup year as well. So there will be players going on to the World Cup. They can get injured. So I root for Manchester United. That's what I root for, Eduardo. We are not in Champions League. So there you go. No, he's Everton. Dinba is Everton. He supports Everton. His beloved Everton, who are really doing good. I think they will get some good players. Okay, guys, name me some team who I think from the outside, because I've got 7 teams 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm just going to see who will be the 8 team. Who will be the 8 team? I can't just make up my mind. I'm just going to put it. I'm going to put it. Should I put RB Leipzig? I'm going to put Atletico. So, guys, this is my quarterfinalist prediction. What do you guys think? And let's have the semi-finalists. Guys, give me your quarterfinalist. What did I think of Casemiro transfer? I think this is 3 years a little bit late. I think if Casemiro would have joined us 3 years back, when we had Pogba, it would have been different. But I think the reason we're getting him now is because due to the fact that we're not getting Frankie De Jong and Glazers, they don't want to look stupid. They don't want to look bad in front of the fans. And I think they're just covering their incompetence. That's what I think. And that is the reason why we have paid big for Casemiro. I think he's a very good player. I just want to see what combination will Eric Ten Hag use him with. I'm sure that he will use Fred with Casemiro as well as Bruno Fernandes. I'm just gonna see that what does he does with Eriksen and Scott McTominay. I do know that it's gonna be 60 plus games. This is a World Cup year. Some of the players are gonna get injured and suspended. So I think it's gonna be a mix. But I think that with Casemiro, we're going to have more protection for the defense. So imagine if Varane is injured and if Harry Maguire or Lindelof are playing, by having Casemiro, we will have three central defensive players, and it's better than having Lindelof and Maguire. So with Casemiro, you could say that I'm a little bit, in my deep gut, I think that's a good move. What about the rumors about Asensio for like 30, 40 million? I think Asensio representatives, they're just putting out his name with the clubs. I don't think so. Asensio will come in unless and until what happens with Anthony and Gapco. Now, if we are not able to get Anthony and if you're not able to get Gapco, then I think Asensio will come in. That's what I think. I think United are talking to the people of Asensio, but I think he's like the third one. I think after, if we do not get Anthony and if we do not get Gapco, then I think we'll get Asensio. Maguire needs to leave. Sorry, but I hate how he said. I know. I think Maguire, he plays good when he plays in a three-man defense and not in a high line. If he plays in a high line with two central defenders in between, he's not a good defender. I think his time is up at United. He knows himself. I think this is going to be his last year. Next year, I'm sure that Eric Ten Hag will ask the club to look for some club who would be willing to take him. And I think that United will try to cut their losses. They wouldn't even mind to do a deal around maybe 20 million pound. Imagine we got him for 80 million and we sell him for 20 million. I know it's going to be a bad piece of business, but unfortunately, it's going to be what it's going to be. But I think his time is coming to an end at United. He knows himself, and I think at Liverpool game, I think he got it, and I'm sure that he will ask his representatives to look for alternative clubs. And I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea come in on the deadline day looking for him. If Leicester City are not going to sell Wesley Fofana, and if they don't get that 80 million pounds that they're looking for Wesley Fofana, I think it's going to be. I think they might come in with a cheeky bid for Maguire. So Manchester City for Dinba, Liverpool, Real Madrid buying Spurs, Atletico Madrid, Juventus. That's a good one. And Chelsea. Okay, that's a good one. Now I had, who did I have? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Now, who did you have? Right. So we have Atletico Madrid, Juventus. Did I get Juventus? I didn't get Juventus, and I think you didn't put in PSG, so that's very different. And have you got Bayern Munich? And you, yes, you've got Bayern Munich. So who's the other team? Chelsea. Okay, who have I put? I think it's Liverpool. I think you have. So you've added Liverpool. Do you think they can make it a top four this season with the current players and manager? Okay, here's the thing with Manchester United, where they will end up. I think Manchester United, can they make top four? Let me get you the top four of this English Premier League. I think City are going to win the league. The team who's going to challenge them is going to be Tottenham. So these two teams for me are the two top runners for the league title because this is a World Cup year. Remember, guys, this league this year is a World Cup year. World Cup year, what tends to happen is most of the players they go into the World Cup and they get these big injuries, and sometimes the team which is doing good they get their injured players back, and then they're not so good. So I think it's going to be Tottenham and Manchester City. Number three, I think it's going to be Arsenal. And for number four, it's between Chelsea, Manchester United, and Liverpool. And I think it's going to be Liverpool. So I don't think so. United can come into that top four. That's what I think because Liverpool can go to the third position and Arsenal can come into the fourth position. They can switch between themselves. But I think for me, number one is City, number two is Tottenham, number three is Liverpool or Arsenal, and number four is vice versa. Now for number fifth, I think it will be Chelsea or Manchester United. I don't think so. Manchester United will get in top four. It's going to be pretty hard for them. They need a series of at least 14 to 15 games on a run. They need to win those games, and then we can talk about top four. Then we can only talk about top four. I can't see this team getting a run of 14, 15 wins. Although they have done it with Solskjaer, they've done it with Mourinho, but I can't see them doing it under Eric Ten Hag this season. Maybe next season you can say it so, but this season with the World Cup year, I think it's going to be hard. So let's see what happens over there. Now, Juventus have such a good forward. I feel Real Madrid should have gotten him as a replacement for Benzema. Now, I think Juventus. I think Allegri is going to be under pressure because I think he'll be under pressure due to the regards of winning Serie A. I think his concern with Champions League is not going to be that much. I do think so. Juventus will come to the quarterfinal. They can make it to the semi-final only and unless they come with an opposition who are mediocre, who are not good enough as Juventus. Only then I can see them in semi-finals. Otherwise, Juventus they will come into the quarterfinal. They can make it towards the quarterfinal. But I think their first utmost priority is to get into the Serie A title winning. Right now, they're going to start this draw. They're explaining the rules. So, what about the semi-final predictions? You hope Mbappe never comes to Real Madrid. He's a rat. He picked more money and he used hints to come to Real Madrid. Farmer boy will never win the Champions League and Ballon d'Or there. I think Mbappe made a mistake by not leaving PSG. I think he should have left for Real Madrid. Real Madrid were offering him a very good amount of money. I think he made a really big mistake over there, and I think he's going to come back and bite him. I think that he made a very big mistake over there. But let's see. I think he so PSG are jumping up on the pole. It's Real Madrid on number one position, PSG on number two, and City are on number third. Bayern Munich have gone onto the fourth position. So PSG are making quite a jump. So that's looking good right now. So let's go through the pots: Real Madrid, Frankfurt, Manchester City, AC Milan, Bayern Munich, PSG, Porto, and Ajax in pot one. We're gonna head towards pot two: Liverpool, Chelsea, Barcelona, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, Leipzig, and Tottenham, Borussia Dortmund, Salzburg, Donetsk, and Inter Milan, Napoli, Benfica, Lisbon, Bayer Leverkusen, Rangers, Marseille, Copenhagen, Club Brugge, Celtic, Victoria Pleasant, Haifa, Dynamo, and Zagreb. So no two clubs from the same country can go into the same group. So that's what we have to watch out for. Tomorrow, guys, it's Europa League draw as well as the UEFA Conference League draw. So please do tune in, and I'm hopefully be coming in and try to give you the watch along for that one, so that we can give you updates regarding that tournament. So let's see what happens. Manchester City, Real Madrid, Spurs, and Liverpool. That's a good one. That's a good one. So what about the finalist prediction? I think it's gonna be Manchester City versus PSG. That's what I think. I'd rather see him in Barcelona in the team, but I'd never Real Madrid. No player is above our club or any club. Okay, Eduardo. So you wouldn't want to fancy. How about Jude Bellingham? Eduardo, what do you think about Jude Bellingham? Would you be going in for him? I wouldn't want Liverpool to get Jude Bellingham. So will you go for Jude Bellingham? Real Madrid, do you think that he's a good player? Do you think Real Madrid should go for Jude Bellingham? Do you think you need him? Remember, Modric is getting old. Tony Cruz is getting old. So you might want to have a good player such as Jude Bellingham. What do you think about Jude Bellingham, Eduardo? All right. So you think he'll be a very good signing? How much you would be willing to pay for him? Would you be willing to pay 100 million euros plus? Because remember, Borussia Dortmund would want to get as much as they can. So would you be willing to pay 100 million euros for Jude Bellingham? Yes, I know Tony Cruz and Luka Modric, they're both getting old. And I know that you will have a very good midfield such as Bellingham, Kamavinga, Chumeni. Yes, I think so. I think Liverpool, Real Madrid, and who else? I think there's another club who's interested. I know these two clubs are for sure interested in him, but whenever the transfer window comes next year, I think they would want to get it. I think Real Madrid 1-1 Manchester City, then 5-3 in penalties. I think PSG will win the Champions League. I'm going to say it. I'm going to be the culprit over here, but I'm going to say it. PSG will win this season Champions League. I'm going to be the devil's advocate, and I think PSG will win the Champions League. That's what I think. All right, now they're going to draw the names of teams in the group. So we're going to do the same as well. Uh, Let me see which teams are coming into which ones. Let's see if we can get Manchester City. Right now, they're going to make those draws, and the names are going to come out of those pots, and we're going to see which teams comes out first. And the first team is coming out. It's going to be Ajax. Porto. Which is the third team. Bayern Munich. Sure. Frankfurt. Real Madrid, Manchester City, PSG. I think I'm missing a team over here. Just gonna make sure which one is it. And I think there is a team which I'm missing right now. It's always fun seeing everyone prediction. If you got it right, you can say I told you so. That's true. That's true. Group F, Manchester City in Group G. All right. So Manchester City are in. Let me see. Real Madrid in Group F. So we're going into part two, guys. I'm winning. Just gonna get one another team. RB Leipzig. So we're gonna wait. Which group is it gonna go into? Group F. So RB Leipzig going into Group F. RB Leipzig in Group F. We have another team coming up right now. Juventus. Group H. So PSG and Juventus. This one is gonna be a big one. Juventus against PSG. Group H. Let's see which team is coming right now. Tottenham, Spurs, so Group E, they go into Group E. It seems that they go into Group E. Wait, let me see. Group E, is it Group E? Gonna see which group do they go into. Group D, they go into Group D. Spurs getting a good one. They've got Frankfurt. Frankfurt are a very good side. Remember, they defeated Barcelona. So, Frankfurt and Spurs. Who is this next team? Liverpool. So, Liverpool coming up. It's going to be an interesting one, this one. See where this one goes. Group A against Ajax. So when they are looking quite eagerly, it's Liverpool against Ajax. Let's see which other team is coming out. Sevilla. So Sevilla coming up. Now let's see. Group G. Against Manchester City. That's a tough one. Another one coming up. Barcelona. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one, I think. Yes, that is true. Let's see where will Barcelona come. Group C. Ooh, Barcelona and Bayern Munich. So Lewandowski goes back to Allianz Arena, back to his old club. It's going to be quite interesting just to see how will he do over there. And Oliver Kahn understands what Bayern Munich have got over there. And another club coming out right now. Chelsea coming up next. Let's see which group do they go into. It's going to be quite interesting. It's going to be fun, that one. It's going to be fun. Lewandowski going back to Allianz Arena. Let's see where do Chelsea come. Perhaps we're going to see which the third team is going to be. Okay, let's see which is where is Chelsea going? Where is Chelsea going? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Where is Chelsea going? Group. Okay, I think Chelsea is in Group E, I think. And I think the last one was Porto and Atletico Madrid. So Atletico Madrid, guys, I've got AC Milan. I'm gonna put them in Group E. If you're just gonna bear with me for a second, I couldn't catch up over there because it was too quick for me. And if you can bear with me right now, I'm just trying to get it. Luckily, there is a promo going on the presentation, and I can place Atletico Madrid over there. And we have AC Milan, which I forgot to add in the first spot, and it will be coming right now in front of your screens so that you guys can have idea who is playing who. Sorry about that. It was too quick for me. I couldn't deal with that graphics in that quick time, but luckily I've got it here with me. So it's AC Milan and Chelsea in Group E. So that's what it is right now. Hopefully, it is what it is. Thank you very much, Dimba. Thank you very much, and really appreciate it. So right now, I think Group C is looking a very good candidate for Group of Death as well as Group H. So let's see which team from Pot C goes next, and they are doing this right now. And we will see which team is coming out first. Yaya Torre is gonna bring out that ball. Yes, that's true. Group C and Group H. So which team is gonna come out? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Napoli coming out. Let's see where this one goes. Napoli. Where will this go? Where will this go? Where will this go? Where do Napoli go? Where do Napoli go? Where do Napoli go? Napoli. Group A. So Liverpool, Ajax, Napoli. This is turning out to be a good group. It's quite an exciting group, this one. Napoli, Liverpool, Ajax. This is becoming a good group. Group A is becoming a good group right now. It's going to be quite an attacking football. Let's see. There's another team coming out right now. And let's see what have we got over here. Let's see what have we got over here. Salzburg. Okay. Remember Salzburg, guys? Sesko, who plays for Salzburg. I think this one, I wouldn't want them to go into Group C or H, although they are blinking that group. So they're blinking Group H as well as Group C. Wouldn't want them to go into that group. Would want something exciting to go into those groups just for the fun of it. Okay, which group is Salzburg going in? And Group E. So there you go, Group E. Salzburg for Group E. That's a good one for AC Milan as well as Chelsea. Getting an easier one, Salzburg. Okay, new team coming out right now. Yaya Toure building this new team. Which team is it? Which team is it? Benfica. Benfica are a very good side, respectful side, and one shouldn't take them for an easy opponent. They can be very good on their day. Remember, they have very good players. They've got the experience as well. On their day, they're very good. Group H, wow, wow. So there you go. Group of death building up. They go into Group H. Benfica wouldn't want that. Wouldn't want that. Group H is truly building out to be a group of death, guys. Benfica go into Group H, a true candidate for a group of death. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Borussia Dortmund, Dortmund coming up. Dortmund coming up right now. Where will Dortmund go? Not certainly in that Barcelona and Bayern Munich group. Remember, two teams of same country can't go in. But imagine if Dortmund would have been from another country. What a match it! What a group that would have been. Dortmund, Bayern Munich, and Barcelona. So which group do they go in? Group D. Oh, imagine if they go into Group D. Wow. Or Group G. Do they go in Group G? So wait a second. Dortmund go into Group G. They have gone into Group G. There you go. And Bayer Leverkusen, they go into Group B. Sporting Lisbon. So Bayer Leverkusen go into Group B. And Sporting Lisbon in Group D. Shakhtar Donetsk. So Shakhtar Donetsk going into Group F. Inter Milan. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, 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 guys. Guys, guys. Oh my god. Guys, you know Inter Milan? Yep, you're right. Inter Milan are in with Barcelona and Bayern Munich. That is gonna be something. That is gonna be something, guys. That group is gonna be something. That group is gonna be something, guys. Oh my god, this is like OMG moment right now. I think this is gonna be wow. 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 Inter Milan with Group C, guys. Wow. Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Inter Milan. Wow. Wow. Even Group G. Look at Group G. Manchester City, Sevilla, and Dortmund. This is a good group, Group G. Even Group A is good. Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli. It's a good group. This time around is getting a very good group. Group B as well. Porto, Atletico, Leverkusen. I think Group F, Group E are okay. Group H is a good one. I think Group G and Group C are really good for me. That's what I think. So let's see what happens from pot 4. We're gonna find it out soon. We're gonna find it out soon. Okay, which team is coming out? Celtic coming out. Celtic coming out. Celtic coming out right now. Celtic coming out. Celtic coming out. Which group do they go into? Celtic coming out. Group F. Celtic going into Group F. So they travel to Bernabeu and Red Bull Arena. There you go. Let's see which other team is coming out. So we are into the last 7 teams remaining. I think Group C is a very, very good group. I never imagined if that would have been the case. So one good team will go out and they will go out in Europa League. So Marseille coming out, guys. Marseille, Olympique Marseille coming out. The legendary club Marseille coming out right now. I think Marseille have won the Champions League, as far as I can remember. I think they have won the Champions League. So see where did they go into. Let's see what we got. Group D. So there you go. Marseille. That's gonna be a tough group. Suddenly, Group D is becoming interesting. Now, I think this is gonna be interesting one. This one. I do not know what you guys think, but I think this is gonna be an interesting one. Group D. Uh, we're gonna come back into this and have a look at each group individually. But I think Group D is becoming interesting. Frankfurt, remember, they defeated Barcelona, so I'll come back to Group D as well. Copenhagen, guys. Uh, Copenhagen coming up. Copenhagen. So Copenhagen coming up. Which group do they go into? So I have one of my eye on the screen. Let's see which group do they go into. Copenhagen. Please not be Group C. Please not be Group C. Please not be Group C. Group G. All right, there you go. So Copenhagen into Group G. Let's see which other team is coming out. Club Brugge. So Club Brugge is going to be the next one. Where do Club Brugge go? So let's see where do Club Brugge go. Where do Club Brugge go? Where do Club Brugge go? Will they go into Group H with the PSG group? Belgium versus France. Club Brugge, Club Brugge, Club Brugge. Will they go into Group A? Group B. There you go. So quite a balanced one, Group B. I think Atletico and Porto will be the favorites. So Club Brugge, Group B. That's quite a good group for in terms of balance. Yes, Copenhagen fans are not going to be happy with it. City, Sevilla, Dortmund, Rangers. So there we go. Rangers coming up right now. This is going to be a lot of fun. Imagine if Rangers go into Group C. Wow. It's not going to be bad for a European tour, right? Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Milan, the three European giants. Imagine if you get Group C or even Group H. I wouldn't mind that. Group A. So Rangers are in the group of Liverpool and Ajax. So Rangers in Group A. Let's see another team coming out. Dinamo. Uh, Dinamo, Zagreb, Dinamo coming up. I think this time around, I think this one, I'm gonna come to something. Just this thing came into my mind, and I'm gonna mention this just before this draw is over. Let me finish these last slots, and then I want to say something over here. Group E. So Dinamo will be traveling to Chelsea, Milan, and Salzburg. That's not a bad group for the fans, for the traveling fans. You get to see so many good cities. Who is gonna go into Group C? Let's see. Who is gonna go into Group C? Let's see. All right, Haifa, Haifa coming in. Haifa coming in. Where will Haifa go? There is a chance that they can go into Group C and H. So let's see where they do. They go. Anyone is gonna be hard for them. It's PSG, Juventus, Benfica, and one Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and Inter. Okay, they go into Group H. So there you go. So if not in that group of death, you go into another one. So PSG, Juventus, Benfica, and Haifa are complete. So one last team remaining. And who is that? Just to be sure. Yaya Toure is going to take that club out. And it's going to be Plzen. Plzen. All right. So Plzen go into Group C. It's over. Now we're going to talk about the groups. And I'm sure that you guys would want to talk as well. So we will discuss right now what do we think of the groups. I think so as well. All right. Okay, first thing first, let's repeat what the groups we have. And then I'm going to come to something which I want to talk to you guys about. Group A, Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli, Rangers. Group B, Porto, Atletico Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, Club Brugge. Group C, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Inter Milan, and Victoria Pleasant. For Group D, we have got Eintracht Frankfurt, Tottenham Hotspur, Sporting Lisbon, and Marseille. For Group E, we have got AC Milan, Chelsea, Salzburg, and Dinamo Zagreb. For Group F, we got Real Madrid, RB Leipzig, Shakhtar Donetsk, Celtic. For Group G, we have got Manchester City, Sevilla, Dortmund, and Copenhagen. For Group H, we have got PSG, Juventus, Benfica, and Maccabi Haifa. Now, guys, if you look at the groups, it seems to me that the group stages, like if you look at the groups right now, they have never been so interesting going back at least 6 to 8 years, as far as I can remember. I've never seen group stages so competitive, so much on equal terms in terms of the balance of the teams. And if you look at the teams in those groups, it looks quite competitive. Do you think that it's well rigged? I think it's rigged because UEFA were under threat from those clubs who wanted to make that Super League. And for that reason, I think they rigged this one. And that is the reason that these groups are very interesting. Look at Group A, Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli, Rangers. It's going to be so good in this group. Look at Group B, Porto, Atletico Madrid, Leverkusen, Club Brugge. Same. Look at Group C, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Inter Milan. Have a look, Dimbal. Have a look. Frankfurt, Spurs, Lisbon, Marseille, all equal. Anybody can come. Group E, Milan, Chelsea, Salzburg, Dinamo. Group F, Real Madrid, Leipzig, Shakhtar, Celtic. Okay, Real Madrid, exceptional. But Leipzig, Shakhtar, Celtic. Anybody can come. City, exceptional. Sevilla, Dortmund, Copenhagen. Sevilla, Dortmund, anyone can come. Look at Group H, PSG, exceptional. Juventus, Benfica, anybody can come out of those two. So that means one good team from each of these groups will go into Europa League. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of these teams will go back into Europa League. So that means for me, I think this is a proper rigged one. I think this is rigged because you go back into the draws for the last 6, 8 years. I'm going to do this. Apart from Haifa, exactly. I think one good team is going to go into Europa League from every group. From every group, you can check it out. Just check it out from Group A. Okay, select 2 teams from every group, and you will see one good team will go into Europa League. It has never happened in this manner. It has never happened. I think this one is rigged. Just have a look. It's never happened this way. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna go back and have a look for the last 6 to 8 years group, and gonna make sure if we have ever got group stage like this in Champions League. I've never seen anything like this. Like if you look at each group is competitive. Never ever in Champions League history this has happened in a group stage scenario. Okay, second round, the last 16. You get 2 good teams against each other, and things to happen. And it's surprising that the way it is. Unbelievable. I was just having a look, and I was going through my head like, how come this is happening? This has never happened. Unbelievable. I don't know if somebody is going to come up with this in the newspaper or anything. I think somebody needs to have a check. This is something not right, okay? I'm sure that UEFA have done something from behind. You know, like, come on, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Inter Milan. Unbelievable. Okay, group of death. 2 group of death. PSG, Juventus, Benfica. Come on, one good team is going to go out. But if you look at every single group, one good team is going to go into the Europa League. Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli. Okay, let's do Group A. Who's going to come out? Let's do Group A. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this right now. Okay, Group A. 2 teams, okay? Let's do Group A. 2 teams. Okay, Liverpool, Second team, Napoli, Rangers, Ajax. Okay, which one? Which one? Which one? How about Napoli? How about Ajax? Ajax, they've sold half of the team. They are rebuilding again. They're going to sell Anthony. Napoli, Napoli. Let's go with Napoli. Okay, I'm going to go Napoli. And that means Ajax going to Europa League. There you go. All right, let's do Group B. Group Carlo Ancelotti wins the Coach of the Year. Okay, let's do Group B. Okay, Atletico Madrid. Okay, what's the second team? Porto. Okay, I'm going to do Porto. So Leverkusen go into Europa League. Okay, let's do Group C. Group C. Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Inter Milan, Inter Milan, Inter Milan, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Inter Milan. Guys, what about Group C? Bayern Munich, Barcelona. I think I'll go Bayern and Barcelona. Maybe. Should I? Okay, I'm gonna go Barcelona. Just for the sake of it, right? On the day they're gonna play and we're gonna find out then. But I'm just doing for the fun sake right now. Group D. Okay, we're just selecting two teams out of every group and to see which teams are left out. So Spurs for me and Lisbon, Marseille. I think Frankfurt will do good, but remember they're selling their players, so maybe Marseille. Marseille are really building a good side, so let's pick Marseille. I'm just gonna pick Marseille just for the fun of it. Group E. All right, Chelsea and AC Milan. Okay, Chelsea and AC Milan. I myself think too as well. I'm just doing this for the fun sake. Demba, I'm just wanna see that what teams go into Europa League. You know, it's really looking bad for Manchester United that it is. All good 8 teams are going to go into Europa League. And Group F, Real Madrid, uh, Shakhtar, RB Leipzig. Okay, RB Leipzig. We're going to go RB Leipzig. What about Group G, Manchester City? All right, thank you, Dimba. Thank you very much for tuning in. Manchester City and Dortmund. I'm going to go Dortmund. And thank you very much for tuning in, Dimba. Now, Group G, Group H, PSG, and Juventus. So that means Ajax, Leverkusen, Inter, Frankfurt, Salzburg, Shakhtar, Sevilla, and Benfica will go to Europa League. So there you go, guys. This is what it is. And so the groups, I'm going to recap it again. Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli, Rangers in Group A. Group B, Porto, Atletico Madrid, Leverkusen, and Bruges. Group C is going to be Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Inter Milan, and Victoria Pleasant. For Group D is going to be Frankfurt, Spurs, Sporting Lisbon, and Marseille. For Group E, AC Milan, Chelsea, Salzburg, and Dinamo. For Group F, Real Madrid, RB Leipzig, Shakhtar Donetsk, Celtic. For Group G, Manchester City, Sevilla, Dortmund, and Copenhagen. For Group H, PSG, Juventus, Benfica, and Haifa. So I think Group C is going to be a group of death alongside Group H. But for me, the quite exciting group is Group D as well as Group C. For other terms, I think Group B is going to be quite exciting as well as Group A. So you could say that Group A, B, D, and E are going to be exciting. Group C and H are going to be the group of deaths. Whereas Group F, you can see a clear winner in Real Madrid. Similarly, in Group G, Manchester City are going to be the clear favorites. So, guys, this is what it is. Tomorrow we will be having the Europa League draw. and Conference League as well. Please do tune in to Football Gupshup. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll be closing down this poll. 40 votes so far. Real Madrid clear favorites with 45%, whereas Manchester City with 22 in number 2 position, PSG in number 3 with 20, and Bayern Munich in number 12 position. So hopefully you guys you'll be tuning in tomorrow. So I want to thank you very much for tuning in, and most probably I'll be coming in for the transfer news a little bit later. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice one. Take care. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Please do subscribe to the channel. Press that like button as well. And hopefully we'll see you soon for the transfer news. And thank you very much for watching for Football Gupshup. Watch along with the Champions League draw.